Hi everyone, I'm Leodin from Leodin Makes, and I'm here to talk about the Sea Beads of the Month Club and the Delicas of the Month Club from AdornableElements.com. I am not affiliated with AdornableElements.com. I'm just someone who's been subscribing for a few years, maybe now, and just a big fan. So let me talk a little bit about the club. You get Miyuki Sea Beads, 11 size. They always have Miyuki Sea Beads, so they're very high quality. And I am subscribed to what's called the single version of each club, so you'll see what that looks like in a moment. So the theme for the Sea Beads in the Month Club was honeycombed, and the first color was 1902, which is semi-frosted silver lined gold. Put a little bit of each color out on the mat for you, so you can just get an idea of what these look like. And the next one was 4243 Duracoat Silver Line Dyed Topaz. One thing I want to say about dyed colors, if you don't know this, is that dyed colors of sea beads are not color fast. So if you're going to be using your sea beads, for long-term use, wear, or selling them, you should be really aware of that because your customer will find that the color fades or even rubs off. So personally, I don't sell pieces typically with dyed. This is a little more trustworthy because this Duracoat coating that Miyuki uses is a lot longer lasting, but just in a general speaking sense, I do not use dyed colors in my beadwork because I want people to be able to get a lot of wear out of the pieces that they get from me. The next one is the Duracoat Galvanized Matte Yellow Gold. I really like matte colors. I'll say that AB is my favorite coating. I love ABC beads and I love luster C beads, but matte is really useful because it can help your other stuff pop. The next one is 1003, which is Silverline Gold AB. There's that beautiful AB color coming in right there. This is my favorite. If it didn't just look like too much, I'd probably just use AB all the time. The next one is 377 Sparkle Topaz Lined Light Topaz AB, which is a very long name. And you can kind of see that this has the AB coating, not quite as much as that, but it is still very pretty, I think. The next one is 366, which is Wine Lined Peridot Luster. I really like this one. It's yellow with kind of like a red center. You can see that like wine lining kind of red color right there. Let me see if I can get this up to the camera just maybe a little bit. Hopefully you can get a sense of what that color is like. Very pretty. The next one is 134D, which is transparent extra dark topaz. This is sort of like a dark brown, almost like a root beer kind of color, I would say. That's what it reminds me of, I gotta admit. And the last one is 401 black. I have tons of black sea beads, but you know what? I could just always use more because I use a lot of black in my sea bead work. So that was the theme for this month. Um, I think this is pretty useful. You know, I don't necessarily use a lot of yellow or gold tones in my beadwork, but it's always nice to have them. And I think some of these are neutral enough too, like that you could definitely work them into some other palettes. So I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of these colors. I do really like the honeycomb theme too. I think that's very clever. So let me get this put away real quick and then we will talk about the Delicas of the Month Club. Okay, and we're back with the 11 Delicas of the Month Club, Vintage Bouquet. I did not used to subscribe to Delicas of the Month Club, but I found myself doing a lot more bezeling with Delicas recently, so I want to kind of build up my stash. So the first color is 1493 Opaque Light Salmon. And it's this beautiful kind of like pink peach color right here. I've been a little obsessed with pink lately. You can probably tell from my nails, so I'm into this theme already. The next one is 1016 Metallic Rhubarb Gold Iris, which is just the prettiest dark pink ever with this beautiful iris coloring on it and like a little bit of a gold tone to it. I just love it. Next up was Silver Lined Pale Moss Green. This is another just really beautiful one. I gotta say this theme is a total winner. It's like a very pale green with the silver lining in it, and it's very pretty. I like that quite a lot. The next one was 1561, which is opaque pear luster. If you have any of the buttercream kind of colors from Yuki or like antique Ceylon sort of, this is very similar to that. It's super similar color to those. But I can kind of always use this sort of thing. It goes well with a lot of things. And I do love the luster coating. That is very pretty. The next one is 1282 Matte Transparent Olive AB. Again, always nice to get some matte colors. They can really set off against things like, your silver line or your luster. When you want to make them really pop, it's nice to have a matte color. And this is actually it's AB and matte at the same time, so there's a little bit of a color variance in it that is very nice. That's what that one looks like. The next one is Transparent Pink Mist AB 1243. And it's just this very pretty, like light, delicate, pale pink with an AB coloring to it. Next is Antique Rose Silk Satin. I've worked with these satin finish Delicas before, and they're very pretty. Actually, if you make a stranded necklace with the satin, it just looks super lovely. They have this kind of like etched coating to them almost. It is not quite AB, but it is shiny in its own way, and I really am a fan of those, so it's nice to get those too. And the last one is 0208 Opaque Tan Luster, and this is another kind of neutral color. It's got the luster finish, and it sort of goes with that and that one, I would say. So I love the theme this month. I think the pinks and the greens and the kind of tan and buttercream colors with it is just very beautiful. And I think all these colors are really usable and especially usable together if you're someone who likes to use delicas together in projects. These would match very well and I think make a gorgeous finished project. So that is the Sea Beads of the Month and the Delicas of the Month Club. Thank you so much for watching. I am a regular subscriber to the Sea Beads and the Delica Club, so if you like to see that, I hope you'll join me for a future video. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.